I apologize. Vertical. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the show. It is I, Dirk, aka the Serpent. I don't want to be the Serpent. You know I'm not the Serpent. But thanks for that. Hey everybody, I'm doing this live to take you all on a beautiful trip of New York, Christmas time, on Fifth Avenue. And see all the beautiful lights and all the wonderful sights. We're going to take you to the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. A little history lesson on how Rockefeller Center got there, Radio City Music Hall, the stores Bergdorf Goodman, Saks Fifth Avenue, and a nice little trip down the avenue. I had set it to horizontal. I don't know. YouTube is a pain in the hole, as you guys know. I went to change the time, and it reset the whole thing. So tomorrow we'll do the cats in space, I promise you for that. Hope you're all, it's a beautiful night. It's 60 degrees in New York City. It's absolutely outrageous. How's the audio? Can everybody hear me well? Give me a thumbs up or a sign of some kind if you can. I'm going to try to navigate not getting killed here. I'm a New Yorker. I wish I could switch this. That is so crap. Can I switch this? Ah, well. What can you do? It is what it is. Sounds great. Oh, good. I set everything up so it sounds good. I got my DJI mic all set up. And I'll show you guys what the town looks like. I'm on Fifth Avenue, the heart of New York City. It's pretty festive. It's pretty crowded. It is pretty crowded, that's for sure. A lot of people out. Listen, after this last weekend, and, screw all the negativity and stuff. It's Christmas. Let's all be joyous. Let's all celebrate each other, the beautiful planet, the people we love, the things we enjoy. Let's do that. It's more fun, and, and sorry if I came off sanctimonious and any of that stuff. It's just, I'm a sensitive kind of fella. And, I deeply care about people. That's just how I kind of operate. I mean, if you knew me, you'd know that. I cry at movies. Pop this back. I'm a crier at movies. Got 41 people in the room. Hey, I hope I'm so sorry about the vertical thing. I know it's not something you could really enjoy. And listen, if you guys all vote enough, I'll swap it out. I'll just restart it. Unfortunately,
the first female king of Egypt has.
There you go, baby. Shout out to her. You bet, baby. It's fantastic. See, all kinds of festive stuff is in the air. Ray Ray says, "Let's bash." It's a vertical bash, but it's a vertical bash at Christmas time. It's a vertical bash on Fifth Avenue. Me and the Bashers and all the joy for the season. It's Christmas time in New York. I tried to match my thumbnail. Actually, I designed it that way. Do I see any suspect drones? No, but it's getting so interesting that the State Department had to do like a press briefing today. I mean, New Jersey makes you wonder what's going on in New Jersey, right? What does New Jersey? JBB, thank you so much. $10. It's okay to cry at movies, but at Blazing Saddles, really? What's your favorite Mel Brooks movie? I mean, that's up there. There's so many great Mel Brooks movies. Let me show you the scenes. I mean, what a night. Actually, it's probably better I go vertical because the tree is vertical, the buildings are vertical. New York is vertical. Isn't that the truth? It's a vertical town. Rickshaws everywhere. Where am I? That's the new thing in New York. The last couple of years, these super neon lit rickshaws, and they're very expensive. I mean, it's something I would not recommend, but Thanks, JBG. Panel power, attenzione. Uh-oh. Borse Giatori, attenzione, pick a pocket, yeah, it's a pick a pocket. I love watching those videos in Italy. Attenzione, a pick a pocket. I didn't know if that was the word. Well, obviously, borse is bag, so that's fantastic. The streets are mobbed, man. So I'm down on like 45th Street, going up to 48th Street. Hey, Rufus 199, happy Christmas to the Bashers. Happy Christmas. This is a Chanel ad, or channel, if you're from Brooklyn. I just got this channel bag. It's fantastic. Jocelyn Bittenbender, Madeline Kahn was the best part of all the Mel Brooks films. Well, first of all, Jocelyn, let's have a chitty chat about the incomparable Madeline Kahn and her debut, one of my favorite movies, which is not a Mel Brooks film. I believe it was, I'll remember his name in a minute. What's up, Doc? And introducing Madeline Kahn as Eunice Burns. One of the greatest roles in history. Barbra Streisand, Ryan O'Neal, madcap, screwball comedy, masterpiece. Peter Bogdanovich. That's it. Peter Bogdanovich. Young Frankenstein. Mike Cowan, I have to say number one. I think you are correct. Young Frankenstein is the best Mel Brooks movie of all time, without a doubt. I'm amazed at how many people want to get on the stream. It's funny. People, like, I can see them vying to get in the screen, but I'm not widescreen tonight, so it's acting cuckoo. U.S. citizens, come to Brazil. You're welcome. Oh, obrigado. Oh, here's a Christmas market that I've never seen before because they just knocked down a building. You've got Jimmy Shoes, not Jimmy Choo. Kiosks are everywhere in New York. Everywhere. Mr. Laszlo R. was number one. Congratulations, Laszlo R. And welcome to the show, because I do not know your name. Your name does not ring a bell with me, but thank you so much, Mr. Laszlo.
We on your live, John?
Laszlo.
Come on, John.
Yeah.
Pardon me, John.
Pardon me, John. Is it a Chattanooga choo-choo? Hoo-hoo. Pardon me, boy. Will you be walking by the new Louis Vuitton store on 57th Street and 5th? I sure will. I'll show you guys all about that crap. I'll show you the best of the Christmas season in New York. You deserve it. I'm going to walk across the street. I'm going to do it now while I can. I'm running. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Things are going to get easier. Ooh, child. Things are going to get brighter. Oops, sorry. It's so crowded, the streets. I have to get used to it. CW Watch on Thursdays. Fergal, hey Dirk, thanks for this. My pleasure, man. Listen, how could I resist? It's an absolutely stunning day in New York. I mean, literally, it's like 62 degrees out. I'm wearing a scarf only because it's fashionable. I don't need it, that's for sure. I don't. I have a hat in my bag in case it gets chilly later. But yeah, how could I not do it? I had to do a Christmas stream so you guys could see the beautiful Christmas tree. I did a little read up on that. So I have its history, where it comes from, who donated it, and all that great stuff. RP 1960, $9.99. Always enjoy your walkabouts. Oh, thanks, RP 1960. You got a song coming. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I did half of it this morning. And then I got waylaid with a bunch of crap. The season is so difficult. So many things to do. It's coming your way. Coming your way, yeah. Don't you stray. I don't think I ever knew the words to that ever. That's Dana, walking from the city, looking oh so pretty. I just gotta find my way. Diddly-doo-doo-doo. Oh man. Panel Power, Jared Kushner's building on 666 Fifth Avenue, opposite 5th at the Rock. Does Jared Kushner own that building? That was known as the Tishman Building. And unfortunately, now that makes sense because he's, a scumbag. That building was so mid-century modern and beautiful and had the big red neon 666 at the top. Of course, all the metalheads used to love that. But more importantly, the Grand Havana room was there. The big cigar thing. I was in there once. I'm not a cigar person, but I have been there because my friend managed it, and it was gorgeous. And now it's gone. They encased it in glass, so it's nowhere near as fun as it was before. It's just kind of like another faceless building. But I'm going to turn this around because we have J'arrivais. This is the very first building of Rockefeller Center. And that is, of course, the incomparable 30 Rock. So Rockefeller Center is a complex of about 19 buildings, and it covers 22 acres between 48th and 52nd Street. The original of the 14 Art Deco buildings are all landmarks, and they were designed by a guy named Raymond Hood, the architect. And the whole entire thing wasn't completely done by him because Radio City Music Hall has different architects, but it was built between 1930 and 1939. And the beauty of these buildings really was a stroke of luck because New York City had passed a new zoning law, and the law required that the buildings be stepped back every couple of floors to provide more sunlight for the residents of New York City. So these architects did all these stepped gardens. That right on top of this building is a beautiful lush garden, and then there's a garden up there and a garden up there, and gardens on all the rooftops, which is really very cool. I don't see any drones, no. None, but if I see them, I'll hope I get them on camera. Wouldn't that be cool? Hey, Dave. Sharon, Ray. Let me go look through this while I'm waiting for the light. Oh, Mike Callan, $20. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Happy day for a Speedy's upvote, everyone. I have a 1967 Omega Constellation. That's not shabby at all, my friend. Wow, and Andrew, thank you, $5 Canadian. Plans change and it's more fun to enjoy. Upvote and subscribe and be a Patreon if you can. That's great. Here's Saks Fifth Avenue. We'll come back to that. We're going to do the tree first. Because won't that be more of a thing, right? I think so. I mean, I can't tell you how beautiful it is. We'll go get a coffee. It's very crowded here, as you can see. So bear with me as I traverse through the hordes of people. And I will start with the windows. I'll start with the windows of Saks Fifth Avenue. Why not? Why not? As long as the vertical thing's not driving you crazy, and I'm glad it's not. Maybe I'll start an Instagram channel. Durkee says he wants that. Oh my God, look at that. It's a plaid tuxedo. You probably can't see because of the glare of the window, but it's a plaid velvet tuxedo. How Playboy. How Playboy Mansion 1965. Well, here's the Puma store, looking very, very nice. Let's start out at the far corner. There it is. What happened? I don't know what happened. You guys can see everything now, right? My screen went blank. Dinner at Tiffany and Company. I'll show you what they did to Tiffany and Company. They absolutely destroyed the lobby. It was this beautiful early 1900s, 1920s. Not quite Art Deco, but on the verge of it. And they completely changed it. I've been singing Last Christmas for the last 5 days. But if I sing it, I'll get popped. Because whoever owns George Michael's publishing now is super litigious. Okay, vertical, not bad at all. Okay, cool. Of course, this is just the beginning of the show here. Here's some, Apothecary treats. We've got J'adore, Bigelow, lots of Fendi, some Givenchy, some Tom Ford. This is a very, very fancy store. This is Saks Fifth Avenue. And Saks Fifth Avenue, as I'll get to the corner and show you, was built in 1924, and it was designed by Starrett and Van Fleek, and it's comprised of Indiana limestone and cast iron. And it is the flagship store. I mean, they have many locations, but this is it. This is the one. This is the massive one. This is it. Beautifully decorated. Now, once again, another building. You can't see it from here. I'll show you from a different angle later on. This was also stepped back quite a bit. And it was stepped back because of those zoning laws, because they wanted to make sure that Fifth Avenue remains a pedestrian promenade and would not suffer from shadows. So here it is, beautifully lit up, kind of like Harrods for my British folks, my buddies in the UK, and I guess Selfridges, and I guess it would be Galleries Lafayette and Paris, and in Ireland, Marks and Spencer. Or the Duns. Look at these beautiful, utterly beautiful windows. And this isn't even the cream of the crop. I mean, this is up there. The most famous windows in the world are gone now, and they were part of a beautiful store called Lord and Taylor. Now, Lord and Taylor has gone out of business. I believe it's online only. And it was one of the most beautiful stores. It was also on Fifth Avenue, but not in this particular area. It was down on 37th Street, and it was gorgeous. So we got some fancy ball, fancy dress for boys and girls. I can get close up to the windows, which is shocking to me, because the throngs have gone. This is Carolina Herrera. I mean, that's some stunning stuff. And Alexander McQueen. He's not with us, but I believe she still is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tom Brown, very famous London designer. Looks like they're ready for masquerade. The windows are outstanding, aren't they? And classic Oscar de la Renta. I mean, personification of elegance and femininity. It's just, look at that. Yeah, you want to know how to know whether or not a guy is gay or not? Look at all that tulle. I could ask any guy on the street what that's made out of, and he won't know. Gorgeous, right? Look at all that tulle. This is Valentino. Very Art Deco, very 1930s, very flapper style. And look, I'm going to show you what's behind me, guys. There it is. We're going to get up close and personal. New York Christmas in New York, my friends. I mean, it's just so incredibly, intoxicatingly beautiful. The tree this year is magnificent. I hope you really enjoy that when we get there. For anybody who's thinking about coming to New York, or you've been to New York, or it's on your wish list, I'll try to show you anything you like. You tell me in chats what you'd like. I'll be happy to do that. It's your night. I'm just walking. It's Prada, Mucha Prada. This is Low. She's really kind of come up recently. Sharon, I'll go out on the town with you in a heartbeat. You come to town, we're going out. This kind of looks, I'm sorry, Loey, that looks like somebody's grandmother's bathrobe. That really looks like somebody's grandmother's bathrobe. And it's probably $7,500, you know? Really looks like a bathrobe. It does, right? It looks like my grandmother's bathrobe. Who's Low anyway? It's new trash. And it's $6,800. I just looked it up. Sharon says it's fabulous. It's Grandma Chic, which is very big. Now there's no, oh, this is Burberry, Givenchy, Dries Van Noten, Atelier, Prabel, Garoon. I mean, this is kind of, is that metal? It is. It is made out of copper. It's Christmas in New York. Oh, don't show the fur, Dirk. Dirk no like the fur. This is gorgeous stuff. Wow. Very 1960s, very Audrey Hepburn. Probably Bob Mackie. It's Mugler. Terry Mugler. It's quite beautiful. Beautiful. It's a Faraday coat. Terry Mugler. My friend Mike used to be his bodyguard. My old neighbor Mike was Terry Mugler's bodyguard. He is now not with us anymore. He got addicted to plastic surgery in a weird way. This is a very ill-fitting coat, if I say so. A little bit of watch fashion, please, comes out of me. Hem's too long. Needs tailoring.
Oh, for that guy, yes. That's fantastic.
That's wait to go down there. You won't believe it.
Sit down in that outfit, though. Yeah, but you use all those things with bend. You gotta put that on in the bathroom.
I love New Yorkers. They were New Yorkers. He's a hot dog cart. Hot pretzels. Can I just say, New York street pretzels suck. They really and truly suck. Not a thing I enjoy. They're stale. They don't have enough salt on them. And like every once in a blue moon, I get one. And I'm always like, why did I get that? And they're probably like $8 now. This is back on. Does the camera go black for you guys as well? God, what else? What else could happen in Dirk's tech world for such a nerdy tech guy? I'll go to the front so you can enjoy this in all its glory. This is great. I can get really far back. This is Melly C, my darling. This is probably the most beautiful church in North America. It's as close as we'll ever get to what you guys get, for sure. This is the incomparable St. Patrick's Cathedral. This was started in 1858, and it was designed by an architect named James Renwick, and it's in decorated neo-Gothic style. And the whole plan for this was to start the Diocese of New York, which was inaugurated by Pope Pius VII. And it was to serve this growing Catholic community. It opened to the public in 1879. And for you, my darlings, I will go in. I'm going to take you in to St. Patrick's. Now about, I want to say, it's actually great that I'm going vertical because it's a vertical town. This is the side of Saks Fifth Avenue. You can see all the stepped colonnades on the top, or colonnades, depending on where you are. This is the interior of St. Patrick's. This was very much like Notre Dame. It didn't have a fire, but it was completely cleaned from top to bottom, restored, and it is magnificent. I haven't considered being a tour guide, but I really love history, and I love my town, even though I'm, planning on not completely leaving it behind, but not making it my primary residence anymore. I'm going to be, I have the microphone, so I can be quiet. It's very crowded in here, but gonna go get some holy water because I'm a Catholic boy, and while I'm kind of mad at God right now, I am not entirely without faith. The Bronx is up and the vertical's down. The people ride in a hole in the ground. New York, New York. Beautifully decorated for Christmas. Here's some candles. I'm going to go get some cash out, and I'm going to light a candle for each and every one of you beautiful people who have made my life so incredibly wonderful this year. I'm grateful. So I'm going to get a bunch. Here's the candles. There. Put my wallet and my hat back. Are there men wearing hats in here? Oh God, really? I didn't even notice that. Okay. So we get a candle. I'm gonna put one in the top row over here. And light it. I light this candle for each and every one of you. All the people I adore and love, and all the people who have come and gone that we've lost and loved. Thank you all for making my year so special. I wish you all the most joyous Christmas, holiday season, and New Year. This is the grand doors made of bronze. Hey man, once a Catholic, always a Catholic. Oh, is there hats in here? Oh boy. I hope not. Because you know me. You know me, I'm going to be like, yo, buddy, get that hat off. It's like every time I've ever been in a synagogue, I've always worn a yarmulke. Because they provide one for you. This is easy, you just take your hat off. Of course, this is the main altar. Signal good, sound good, guys? Now, I've taken you all to St. John the Divine, and as you know, I'm obsessed with it. It's beautiful. Look at the ceiling, my God, Evan. It is absolutely outrageous. I mean, there are a lot of beautiful churches. My favorite church in the whole wide world is called St. Coleman's, and it's in Cove, Ireland. And it sits perched on top of a cliff. I find it to be incredibly peaceful, beautiful. Churches. Melly C, when you come to New York, we'll come here. It's an astonishing place. This is where they do High Mass, Christmas Mass, Easter Vigil. This is the seat of New York City's Catholic community. It's hilarious, Dave. I'll take you guys around the back. So you can see all the chapels. Signal's good. I'm getting 5+G here. I am planning on switching over to the T-Mobile network. I'm on AT&T now. And I'm going to do it because they have better 5G service. It's more coverage. And obviously when I go out on YouTube, it's much better. But it might improve the StreamYard thing because I get to do all the fun stuff. You know, like, do the Super Chat gongs and all that amazing stuff. Panel power. It's like a mini Vatican. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a tenth the size of the Vatican. I'll never forget the first time I went in the Vatican. I honestly felt like I was on a George Lucas or Spielberg set. It was just incomparable how big it was. Melly C, you make it so. I'm here for you. I'll be your personal tour guide. Just make it soon, because Italy beckons. This is a big guy. This is the rectory. It's back here. So did it go out for a couple of seconds or did it not? Or is that just YouTube? It might be my phone. I have an iPhone 14. Look at the intricate, beautiful work here. The stained glass here is absolutely marvelous. Here's a shot from the back of the church on the side to the front of the church. Oh, it did go out, huh? That's weird. Okay, so it's YouTube. YouTube giving me a lot of fun tonight. But I don't mind the vertical thing. It's actually less intrusive walking through the crowds. Because it takes a little less room to get by people. This is the statue of St. Elizabeth. Her feast date is the 5th of November. My particular saint is St. Teresa, the little flower. My sister has a devotion to her, and it's rubbed off because she presents roses in times of trouble. This is incredible. St. John's Bible. Beautiful art. Beautiful book. There's a mass or pre-mass going on in the mini chapel in the back. For those of you joining us, my name is Dirk, and I am at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, taking everybody on a trip through New York at Christmas. And of course, Christmas revolves around Jesus Christ, so here we are in his place. We went to his gaff, or one of his millions of gaffs that he's got all over the world. But, isn't it incredible that an idea, about a man could come into this entire world? There's so many arguments all over the world. I've been to Midnight Mass here in NYC. We'll time that. By the way, this is St. Michael's statuary and St. Louis. Oh, Joe LaFaro, thanks for the candle. For you, baby. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's, brought me a bit of strength and humor and fun and laughs and tears. This year's been, on a professional level, it's been fantastic. On a personal level, it's been kind of trying. Getting up there in the age group where I'm just starting to lose people and things that are dear to me, and, we're going to practice what we preach. That's what this year is all about. Yeah, the ceiling this is for you, Pal Power. I mean, it is just absolutely impossibly beautiful. And this, when I was growing up, everything in here was black. Incense, candles, it's kind of like buildings and car exhausts and things like that. St. Joseph. Lots of people have a devotion to St. Joseph. And we all have a devotion to St. Anthony because when we lose something, we pray to him. St. Anthony, please come around. Something is lost and cannot be found. I personally have never liked, by the way, how great is this? This is part of the organ system for their absolutely unbelievable organ. I wished I had looked up all the specifics on this organ. I apologize. But it was refurbished 11 years ago, and it took 5 years to do so. And there's one on each side of the altar, but of course, there it is. Can I blow this up? There it is up there. I will show it to you in just moments. But here, let's take a little trip down here so I can show you the rest of this action. Okay, I'm not seeing any hats, thank God. So I would get mad. I'm gonna walk down the front of the church so you guys can see. Oh, actually, I'm not going to because everybody's walking up, and that would be rude. Here's the church organ. It's incredible, huh? And the rose window. Ray, did you know that when you go to see Iron Maiden, when they're done with their show, always look on the bright side of life comes on? They play it. I came up this way, so I'm going to go down the other way. Pardon me.
Very similar, actually, now that you think about it.
Oh, it looks like. Well, because I think, isn't Newark?
Yes, it is a crazy ceiling, isn't it? It's a magnificent place. I mean, you know, sometimes all you need to do is come in here, sit in one of the beautiful pews. Oh, I just saw a mouse. Oh, it's a bird. Hello, bird. There's a bird in here. Oh, buddy. You guys see him? Look at him. Want me to take you out, buddy? Come on. Can I open up the door? You want to go out, buddy? No, he'll get trapped. Nah, it's locked. Tried to let the bird out. Where did he go? Did he take off already? Well, he's a bird. He can fly, right? I had something crap happen to me the other night. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the other night my neighbor called me and she said there was a cat with its head stuck under the door, this door of this building. Anyway, I went down there with a crowbar, and my neighbor, the rabbi, he came down. We opened up the door. We lifted up the door. The cat took off, and everything was happy and beautiful and wonderful. And I'm also going to add that cat's name to the candle because I ran into the rabbi on the subway last night, and he told me that his neighbor came up the stairs the other day and found the cat had passed away in the same position. That cat was trying to get out the door again, which makes me super worried that, well, of course I feel horrific about that. But what I really feel horrific about is, now I'm thinking, was that a mother cat? Did she have a litter? Why would a cat who knows they can't get through a hole under the door desperately try to get out? There were other ways to get out. I don't really know what that is, but it made me very, very, very sad yesterday. I know we can't control everything in this world. I know we can't. But we can try to do our best. So I'm adding that kitty cat. I mean, how in the world does anybody build something like this? Melly C., are you Catholic? Or are you Church of England? I know, Ray, I know. Yeah. I didn't tell you about that earlier because I didn't want to talk about it. But I'm in church right now, so why not? Now here's St. Anthony. I hate to say it, but we all use St. Anthony whenever we lose something. Oh, look at this. It went up. Oh my God, look at this. To light a candle, Apple Pay. Oh my God. Apple Pay for candles. I mean, why not, right? You went to Catholic school, okay. I was thinking you just know too much. Here's the gift shop where you can get some rosaries and all kinds of little things. Get some crosses. And it's the gift shop at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Isn't this nice? Those are some big crosses. I bet Madonna used to shop here. Yeah. Yeah, they don't. They don't ask them. Some pretty rosaries.
So, and I'm just going to get the Divine Mercy candle, okay? If I asked her, it probably wouldn't look like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful
I know she
stuff.
likes her ladies a little bit. Oh, she likes socks too. I'm making her socks.
You should go with the Guadalupe one. I don't think you could lose with that one.
Panel power, can he spot any sculpted bees? You know, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. Wow. Hey, Melly, see, what's your favorite color? Purple, right? I'm looking to see if there's any purple rosaries here. Because you've been so kind. It's so wonderful. Well, you all have been. With the cats and everything. I want to see if I can find a purple rosary. I'll send it to you. Is purple too papal? I do not have a hat on. No hat, Andrew. Let me see if I find it. Want to go? Ta-da. Let me see. Is that purple? Blue. I'm going down low. Come on, purple. Okay. There's a blue, purple. God, is there an embargo on purple? Now I feel like I'm on a mission. They're all blue. Is that it on rosaries? Excuse me, miss, do you have any purple rosary? Anything in purple?
Check our largest store, see if they have any more. Out the door, turn right, in the middle of the box is our large store.
I didn't know you had another store.
Let me
Oh,
see,
wow.
already closed.
Thank you so much. I did not know that they had a retail store at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Okay. Back into the church. Souvenir medals. God, there's machines in here to buy stuff. It's crazy. It's the end of the day. She was a little bit grumpy, but that's okay. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. It's fine. She's got a tough job. For any of us joining, I'm Dirk, a.k.a. the Lizard, and the Reluctant Lizard. Metalworm Martin. Thanks, Dirk, for doing this for us. Are you kidding me? Hey, Metalworm. Metalworm. Oh, Mealworm. Mealworm Martin. The worm. Thanks for doing this for us. Thank you so much, Mealworm. Well, now I'm on a mission, Melly C, because now I said it, so. They didn't have purple, but I will find purple. She said, go out the door and make a right, which is what I'm going to do. Do that right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this side of the church. Lapis. Yeah, lapis is beautiful. I mean, Melly C is so purple. Her royal purpleness. St. Jude. St. Bridget. Very Irish. Most Irish name. St. Bernard. Or Bernard. It's Bernard. Saint Bernard. At least it's not Andrea Bocelli. Like he's not terrible or anything. It's just, I don't know why is he so corny. I kind of lump him in the Josh Groban, Michael Bublé, all terrific, all really good at what they do. But they're just like this kind of like the corny tier, like, you know, the watch rating tiers. I'd put them under the corny ones. This is the Holy Face. I have this hanging over my bed. Yes, it's very, very crowded. I mean, it is the, you know, ultimate expression of Catholic wealth. I mean, look at this. I'm looking for these bumblebees, yeah. They're probably everywhere. This is amazing, huh? You know, Andrew, I was invited to that thing. I wasn't going to be here, though, at St. John the Divine, which is a much bigger church and a bigger choir. St. John the Divine is maybe twice as big as this place. It's not as ornate. This is a very ornate Gothic. This is called decorated Gothic. It is yeah, there's a bird in here. Is he over here now? That poor bird's been getting around. You see him? There's a bird.
Oh yeah, no, he's here almost every day.
Oh, is he really? Oh, good. He knows his way around then.
Thing is, he's like probably the only one of the birds that's actually still alive. Because most of these birds, what they'll do is they'll fly all the way up there and then hit like a post or something.
I know, because they're trying to get out. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the biggest enemy of a bird, a clear window.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know that. I remember one day I was back there, right? And then all of a sudden you see a bird just come crashing down right in front of the chapel. Probably hit a window or something.
Yeah. I mean, you would think they would know the difference between clear and stained glass.
Yeah, okay.
Happy Christmas to you, man. That wasn't very reassuring. I'm sure it's a different bird every day. Melly C, I don't. I don't know enough about them to make a judgment call. Here's the nativity scene. You know, I kind of turned off I like that band. Look, the birds in the nativity scene. Oh my God, that's amazing. Looks like home. That's so cool. That's where the bird is now in the nativity scene. Get your picture and get out. Yeah.
What did he say? No.
He said no crowding at the nativity scene. So, yeah, take a picture and get out. Okay, we're gonna leave St. Patrick's Cathedral. I hope you enjoyed that, my dearests. We're gonna go out on the streets. Dogs are all around, the cats are all in heat. Wow, that's weird. There's got to be some kind of military crap going on here because it's locked. That girl can't get in. Oh, boo. All right, Melly, see, I made a promise, and you know what? I'm going to find you a purple rosary. Because you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Here we go. Do you know my problem, Melly C, with this? There was of their cover of The Sound of Silence. It was that it was so pitch corrected. So I'd have to see a live performance of it. Pitch correction, when I hear it on records, it just like hurts my nervous system. I can hear it even if it's done well, and most of the time it's not done well because the producers and the artists, half the time they don't even realize it. The record company hires a guy that's called the Melodiner, and they give them the vocal and they tune it up. And they've done it to everybody. You want to hear the sacrilege of the world? The new Queen are reissuing all their records. Now, Queen own all their masters. So I blame Brian May and Roger Taylor. The very first Queen album, Queen 1, came out a couple weeks ago, completely remixed and remastered, and they pitch corrected Freddie Mercury. Is there nothing sacred? Do we really need Instagram, TikTok style Freddie Mercury? I heard it, I couldn't even believe it. It just zaps the soul. I mean, sure, it's in tune, and if a good person's a good singer, it still sounds good. But the pitch correction thing, and I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, just pitch correction just makes me blue. Because there's so many wonderful singers out there that probably won't even get a record deal or, have a chance because somebody was sexier and they fixed their voice. Which is kind of how it works now. But I don't know. Is Sabrina Carpenter a good singer? I don't even know. I heard Tori Kelly, who is a great singer, she was pitch corrected up the wazoo. I'm like, why would you pitch correct her? She's great. Yeah, I mean, because I've been in the studio a million times, and I'm a singer, so I know when I'm flat. And you know what? I used to laugh. I used to say, Alicia Keys couldn't find the key if it was in her door, because I'm just not a fan. But man, I appreciate her now. Because she is she's great. She's obviously great at what she does. But she's like the American Sting. You know how Sting came from nothing and then just became such a posh twat. She's kind of like that. She puts on a lot of airs, but yes, she claims to be so street. And it's just, she's the American Sting. There's Atlas holding up the whole wide world. Here comes Rockefeller Center. We're going to go over there. We're going to see the tree, my lovelies. Then I'm going to take you to Radio City Music Hall in Bergdorf Goodman. Oops. Don't want to get in anybody's stream. Because now I know the rules of streaming. Like, no one, oh my God, if anybody touched Ringo Starr, I would kill them. Because the one thing one of the best things about Ringo Starr, other than him being Ringo Starr, is that he played the most perfect thing for every Beatles song. And the way his pulse, his timing and his groove and his swing. I mean, Ringo's a swingy drummer, man. And not a lot of drummers can claim swing. Not a lot can. Most can't. Most can't. Most people can't swing. Swing is a feel. I can't swing. I suck at it. I know it. I know who I am on the food chain. I'm not a swing singer. I probably would have been, if I was born in the 20s or teens, I probably would have done well in the crooner era. But once the swing came out, I probably would have just been like, oh God. Even though my band had a lot of time signature changes, it's not the same thing. It's not something you can teach. Swing is something that you feel. Aren't these amazing? Dieu est mon droit. That used to be Banana Republic. Now it's Cole Haan. Does Cole Haan need a store that big? I wonder about Banana Republic. Are they in trouble? I like Banana Republic. They have nice stuff. They copy all the big designers, you know, like the trends and styles. They've got great colors. The quality's very good. And here we are, my beauties. Rockefeller Center. Now, I don't know if any of these shops are open. Oh, Toysher is closed. Why would they close at Christmas time? Why would they close at this time? This is Toysher. This is my favorite chocolatier in the world. Look at this. What time do they close? 7 p.m. Wow. What a dumb thing to do. Toysher. I wanted to get some champagne truffles. Toysher. Chocolates of Switzerland. But here we are. The Rockefeller looks small from here, but it is not. The pièce de résistance of the Christmas season in New York. It's funny how I got the angels and all that stuff in the thing today. Now this is the incomparable Rockefeller Center. Now this tree, which every year this is a very big, the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is a very, very big deal. Star is incomparable. Look at that thing. It's a very big event. You know, Mariah Carey's always here, lip syncing to All I Want for Christmas Is You. What happened, Mariah? What happened? Why doesn't she sing live anymore? I wonder about her. That woman was, oh my God, the most badass singer. Holy crap, she's incredible. Everybody getting their Christmas selfies together. I'm going to take you all the way around. Of course, there's Prometheus down there and the Rockefeller Center ice skating rink. This is usually decked out with the flags of all nations, but now it is decked out in flags of silver and gold for the arrival of the Prince of Peace. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for the Hall & Oates song. Don't do it. No, 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 no. Oh God, I'm gonna get. Oh man, it's over already. Ugh. They need to put generic music on at these events. I mean, Hall & Oates, those guys are suing each other right now. Yeah. Are you guys not seeing anything right now? That's because I'm in the one place where every single person in New York is right at this moment. Well, it's too late now. I'm going to get rid of this noise. Block out Hall & Oates. I'm going to get banged for it. Oh my God, it's a pop song like that. Hall & Oates are super litigious right now because they're so mad at each other. Okay, that should be better. Oof, that was rough. And you know, here's a really great part about Rock Center. Let me take you to this. Yeah, I should have muted myself. You're right. Why wasn't I thinking, Andrew? This is astonishing, isn't it? These reliefs, these Egyptian reliefs, incredible. This is Le Rock. It's a fancy restaurant. I'm sure it's insanely expensive. Now, I'm not going to appeal anything. You can't argue with YouTube. They're too busy taking your 30%. You know? But it's great looking. I'm going to go look at the menu at this place. It's probably brutal. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, God, it isn't. entrees. Oh, it's not, I mean, could be a lot worse. But it's a beautiful location, especially Christmas season. And as you can see, the beautiful neon light down the street, I'm taking you to one of the most beautiful places in the world. And we can't go in there. One day I'll take you in there. Radio City Music Hall. And I'll give you all the info on that in a minute. I've been in a lot of theaters. Now, I have never been inside the Royal Albert Hall. And I've always wanted to go there, seen a performance there. Or just take the tour. One of these days I'll get in there. But it is an astonishing place to see. In New York City, there is no other place like Radio City Music Hall. There's the tree. Let me get it to you up close. That's the tree. Beautiful star on the top. So this tree is 60 years old. The tree was donated by a guy and a woman named Earl and Leslie Albert of Stockbridge, Massachusetts. They planted this tree on their farm 62 years ago. And they just thought it was so perfect, and they're getting up in age, and they said they wanted the entire world to enjoy the beauty of the tree that they decorated every single year. So thank you, Alberts, for your beautiful donation to the world, to New York City, and to Christmas. Thank you so much. Okay. This is 75 Rock over here. I used to work there as an Warner Electro Atlantic temp. That was my job. I worked in so many different things. I've told you all little stories about that. It was fantastic. Mealworm Martin with $20. A tree worthy of a super chat. Oh, thank you, Mealworm.
Yes, I had to.
Do you have a cartoon in there? I can't see it because I'm out on the streets. So, thank you, though. It was very kind of you. This is where NBC Studios are and the famous Rainbow Room. Now, the Rainbow Room I've been to a million times. That's at the top of this this little recessed portion of the building. And then the Rainbow Room is at the top, and that is an amazing, or it was an amazing cabaret. I've seen Rosemary Clooney, Sam Harris, Patti LuPone, Elaine Stritch, lots of, vocalists with an accompaniment, usually piano or guitar, bass, and drums. I've seen Jim Hall there, the famous jazz guitar player who was my friend Mary's lover. And he's gone now. And it was beautiful. It's Art Deco. It's still there, but it is no longer open to the public. They do not do concerts there anymore. You've probably seen this on the opening to the show Saturday Night Live, because this is where you enter the famous NBC studios. That is where Studio 8H is, where they film Saturday Night Live and lots of shows. It's NBC. Originally built as the RCA building, which was a very big electronics conglomerate, pioneering speakers, microphones, all kinds of things. Oh, Rufus did his culinary internship at the Rainbow Room. Wow. Oh, that's so nice, Rufus. Lucky you. Joe LaFaro says St. John the Divine is the 5th largest cathedral in the world. But I believe it is the largest Gothic cathedral in the world. Could you look that up, Joe? I'm pretty sure it is. 5th largest cathedral in the world. It is enormous. I mean, it's not as ornate, for sure. Is my lens dirty? It feels like I need to do a little spiffy spiff on this, so give me a second. This usually looks ugly when I do it. Where's my thing? That's better though, huh? I didn't touch the screen once. Look what happened. Andrew says, and you would trade all those memories to have seen Judy Garland. Yeah. Listen, back in the day, Back in the day, Judy Garland, Frank Sinatra, Doris Day, Dean Martin, anybody, Rosemary Clooney, anybody who was big, they played nightclubs. They didn't play Radio City Music Hall. The big concert thing happened later. Those people played supper clubs. You'd go to a club, they were all over the place. Basin Street East, we had them all over New York. And people would go and play. Everybody could have gone to see Judy. Frank played clubs. They went to Vegas and they did the big rooms. The big rooms were in Vegas. Now this is Radio City Music Hall, my dearest ones. Get you a little view of this thing. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, in the late 70s, this theater, I'm going to get you a view from far away, because you need to see this, my darlings. It's Radio City. This is designed by Edward Durrell and Donald Dest to be the new Metropolitan Opera House, but plans for that had to be abandoned because a public work has to be donated by the public, and this building was deemed far too expensive. They could not do it. So it was built privately, and it opened on December 27th, 1932, and Radio City's four-tiered auditorium was the world's largest when it opened. The theater contains a variety of art. Although Radio City was originally intended to host stage shows, within a year of operating, it was converted into a movie theater, and then later on reverting back to a show palace, and of course becoming the home of the New York City Rockettes and the Rockefeller Center Christmas Spectacular, which is playing now and is a sellout every single year. Now in the 80s, the early 80s and late 70s, early 80s, this building was threatened with demolition. It was so threatened that contracts were drawn up and it was about to be pulled down in circles. It's funny. Rockefeller Center is the place for the worst stream available. Just wanted you to see that tree though, it's very pretty. Now it's buffering. Now it's me, because there's literally 1 million people in a 1 square block. It's fine, I'm walking down 6th Avenue now. I'm going to take you guys to the beautiful windows of Bergdorf Goodman and the Plaza Hotel. Anybody have a particular thing in New York City that they'd like me to go to? Because I'm right in Midtown. Here's the famous, iconic Brooks Brothers, which my father-in-law was the window designer for many, many years. Brooks Brothers being a stalwart menswear firm, haberdasher, etc. Here's the back of Radio City. I should have come here. Fun anyway.
I mean a little.
Get a Cosmo at the Plaza. $40 Cosmo. Probably. Pretty, right? Okay, we'll walk down 6th Avenue. Are you familiar with the long gone Bonwit Teller? Joe, of course. We used to go to Bonwit Teller or Bonwit all the time. Gimbals, Bonwits. The only thing that's before my time is Best & Company, which was right next to Rockefeller Center. Now, oh, they took it down. Oh no. There was a Thomas Hart Benton here, and it's gone. Ooh, no, this is 1290. Oh, no. Could somebody look up where did the Thomas Hart Benton mural go that was at 1290 Avenue of the Americas? Because this building is attached to 75 Rock. We used to go to Newburger Berman. We used to be able to access both buildings, through a hole in the wall. But oh, that's terrible that that's gone now. Wow. My grandmother was the head seamstress at Bonwitz. Wow. The toy store from Big. I want to see you play. That does well. I mean, I don't know. Well, that store is gone. That is now Bergdorf Goodman's men's store. I'll show it to you. We're going over there. And FAO is now in Rockefeller Center, and it's very, very small. FAO Schwartz. Here's a memory. They'll make you feel old. How many years ago is 1983? That is 40 years ago, right? So this is BlackRock. This was the head of CBS at one time. This is BlackRock. Very famous black architectural building. Right here, on this, right here, 40 years ago, 41 years ago, I had my very first job. Like a high school job. And I pushed around a cart of natural ices. It was called Summer Fun Natural Ices. And I remember when it was because Iron Maiden had just put out the album Peace of Mind. So I went to Sam Goody and I bought it. And I listened to it on my Toshiba Walkman. I didn't have a Sony Walkman, I had a Toshiba Walkman. And I remember hearing Where Eagles Dare and my head blowing off. This is BlackRock. Daniel wants to know if it's close to the Hilton. How about that? It's right across the street. Happens right across the street. Yes, sirree, Bob. My, you should ask, well, I don't know if she's still with you, probably not. But my grandmother had a job at oh no, she was at Best & Company, sorry. She was a fake shopper. She used to walk around and pretend she was shopping, but she was really spying on people. Now, the 21 Club, which was one of the most famous clubs in the world, great place for dinner, drinks, etc. It used to be down this block, and it's gone now. But we'll walk down this block to see if we can see the remnants of it. Because it was in a brownstone, but it looks to me like it's been covered up entirely by MoMA. MoMA got their hands on it. Now this is the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. Very famous place. This is all the David Geffen wing at MoMA. When you got a lot of money like David Geffen. Yeah, I can't even see where 21 was anymore. Wow. The building is gone. The actual building is gone. Like, how in the world did they get rid of the building? That building had to have been landmarked. Oh, Sharon's daughter works for BlackRock. Okay. That's Jamie Dimon. That's Blackstone, the Blackstone Group. I think they might be in there, though. Did they knock the building down for 21? Because it's gone. And this statue down there, I have a shot from like 1989. My band did a shot. Hitman, actual Hitman. It was that long ago. So here it is. Here's MoMA, Museum of Modern Art, which has just gotten so enormous. But what did they do with 21? I mean, it's gone. They knocked it down. I can't believe that the building is gone.
Oh my goodness.
Cannot. St. Thomas. Lots of fun stuff for you guys to see. 50, that's 11. Oh, maybe not. That can't be right. How could that be 15 and that be 11? Because the addresses go the other way.
We'll go to shop.
Brazilian Steakhouse. Fogo de chao. For all the steak folks out there. No, it's gone. Wow. Yeah, we won't run into any of the problems with the streaming now because streets are empty. Over here. Yeah, the building is actually gone. Wow. How could that be 15 and that be 11? It's the wrong way. Huh. Can't even see where my building was. Oh, there it is. Taru. It's a very fancy Japanese restaurant. I love Japanese food. Coming up on St. Thomas over here. Then I'll be making a left on Fifth Avenue. I'm coming from the western direction, from the west side. That is the Citicorp building that was designed by a very young girl. She corrected the problem with this cantilevered structure. It was a very talked about story when that building was built because it's kind of ugly. There are a lot of ugly buildings in New York. And unfortunately, there's a lot more of them now than there are the beautiful ones. I'll say hi while we're here. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. How to get rid of a landmark building. Money and lots of it. Yep. Picture perfect. Oh, great. I'm glad. Let me see what else is in here. Does it smell like ganja yet? Yeah, I haven't smelled weed today. Only when I got off the subway. I haven't smelled it yet. But here's a beautiful building. This is St. Thomas. It's quite beautiful. Kind of more of a Gothic Byzantine combo.
Wait in the car.
Oh my God, how great was that? Uncle Rocco's gonna wait in the car. You guys wait in the car. Uncle Rocco's gonna wait in the car. It's fantastic. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's it. There we go. It's the Uniqlo store. Here's St. Thomas. It's a very pretty church. Back on Fifth Avenue is a Microsoft store. Is a DJI store. St. Thomas. I think Mariah Carey got married here to Tommy Mottola. Yep. Beautiful place. Here goes. The Scott Memorial, completed 1963. The sculpture and carving on the facade, made possible by a bequest under the will of George S. Scott, is a memorial to him and his family for many parishioners, for many years of parishioning at St. Thomas Church. And there's a lot of concerts here too. Boys choir, etc., etc. Beautiful. Across the street, we've got fancy Stuart Weitzman. That's mostly a store ladies know about because they don't really have anything for guys. It's a mostly shoes, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Megastore is very close by, Daniel. It's very close by. My hair looks messy. It looked so nice when I left the house. Now it looks messy. This is Swarovski. Go back to this. Christmas in New York for anybody joining us. This is the Peninsula Hotel. Gorgeous hotel in New York City. Man, that used to be a club. One of the very famous clubs in New York. And they turned it into, this giant building was a club, like a men's club. Like a stodgy old, cognac and cigars and misogyny, rampant misogyny. Is Blancpain, Breguet. For those of you out there that like timepieces. Oh, what? Really? So you can see inside, huh? This is what it looks like inside this joint. It's very ornate, as they say in New York. That place was very ornate, very fancy. Breguet, Harry Winston. We're coming up on lots of very famous stores in New York. I certainly will, Daniel. My pleasure. I should probably cross the street. Yeah, I will. Because we don't really need to see Blancpain and Breguet. Oh, here's Pete. We're at Vempy. Well, everything's out of the window. Smash and grabs. Well, all the Pateks are out of the window. Oh. How interesting. Je le crotte la chute. There's the freak. Not a fan. I smell weed now. Yeah, that just looks like a swatch. Vempy. I don't know why they're not open late, because, wait till people go out for drinks and then you get them a little. There's some Zenith Panerai, Cartier, Longines. Longines for my Longines fans. Breitling. Way to go, Breitling. Proud of you. Cartier. Zenith. We all love the Zenith. Chopard. And Panerai. Never forget. This is before I even knew what I was talking about. Some guy in my restaurant comes up and he goes, "My girlfriend got me this watch. It's called a Panerai." I was like, no. But listen, I didn't know that half that shit either. Knowledge is power. Yeah, swanky. Okay, so here's Harry Winston, which is about as swanky gets. It's, the jewels of Marilyn Monroe and all the big stars on the red carpet. Beautiful Rococo, Beaux Arts and Rococo mixture. And here's one of the most beautiful hotels in the world, the St. Regis. It's my personal favorite hotel in New York. I've never stayed there because I live here, but I love the bar. It's called the King Cole Bar. And it is an astonishing place that has a big Maxfield Parrish painting. It's not cold at all, Ken. It's 62 degrees out. It's kind of amazing how not cold it is. For those of you just joining, I'm Dirk. This is the iBashers. I'm taking you on a Christmas in New York tour, showing you all the sights of New York at Christmas time. It's a store called Mango. I believe that, I don't know much about Mango, but apparently the CEO of that company just was either died or was killed or something. Do you know the story about the painting? Maxfield Parrish? Oh, sure. Swatch store. Here's the Omega store.
Had to be the very early 90s.
I'm sure they're closed now. The wonderful Dario let me in here to film the new watch. Oh, Sharon, thank you so much. Canadian $13.99. Oh, Mango's your favorite store. Didn't something just happen to the owner of that company? Everybody loves Mango. See, you got to teach me about Mango. I don't know very much about it at all. Look at that. Is anybody able to look up what happened to the Thomas Hart Benton mural that used to be at 1260 Avenue of the Americas? Omega showing off their usuals. There's the Nathaniel Hannon. That's what that watch is called now. A lot of Connies. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Omega. Yeah, Omega stores are hard. No terracotta aquaterra, no. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, it's at the Met. Thank you, Mealworm. Is that where it went? It went to the Met. Well, that's fantastic. Because I haven't been to the Met in a long time. Dolce & Gabbana. Look, there's an Irishman. Oh, Jesus, it's Colin Farrell for Dolce. Colin Farrell's been in a lot of good performances of late. He's finally getting his due. Very pretty. Very pretty. He's comfortably numb. Getting very close to the Bergdorf Goodman. You're the best. Thank you, Sharon, darling. Mango's her favorite store. I want to know about Mango now. I don't know enough about it. Don't know enough about it. But I read recently something happened to their CEO, or their owner. Here is the sad, sad tale of Gucci. Just tacky Italian prostitute wear now, when it used to be. Well, those shoes are classic. Okay. Those are hideous. Those are horrible. I mean,
Oh, look at this.
Louis Vuitton trunk. It's really nice. That's very cool. It's like a fake Louis Vuitton. Well, I guess Gucci trunks were a thing too. That guy's smoking tons of weed. Everything's very silvery. I don't know. I loved Gucci back in the day when Tom was at the helm. I just don't think they've ever been able to regroup. You know, she looks like Casper the Friendly. That's see, this is all yuck. I don't like any of that. This is the famous Trump Tower. I don't think I might have been in there once. Look at this. Trump store, Trump cafe, Trump grill, Trump sweets. Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump, 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 Trump. He loves his name on things. The Donald does. Here is the classic store, Tiffany and Company. I'll never get over this lobby redo.
The whole store is amazing.
This to me is a crime.
No, it's beautiful.
I don't know. It's
I've
white.
been with them for 23 years.
Really, you prefer this over the classic?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Why? Because it's so bright and airy, and
It just makes sense. It was time.
you think so?
Absolutely.
Did they store all that wood?
It was that I don't know, but it was time.
I mean, it was major paneling, 100-year-old paneling.
It's time.
Yeah. Okay.
Good evening, folks. How are you? Welcome to the landmark. Good
Thank you
evening.
so
How are
much.
you? Welcome to the landmark.
Wow. He thought it was time. Hey Daniel, thank you so much. The story behind the painting. The can go. The story about its early thievery or the way it was moved. There's a lot of stories about that painting. Which one? This is the giant steamer trunk that is now the Louis Vuitton store. Oh, I'm gonna get pinched for that song. Hold on. Mute. Okay, I should be away from that song by now. Oh no then, Daniel, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about what it actually represents. One of the bartenders shared it with me once. It's hilarious. Can you share it? Can you share it in words? I would love to know. I just knew that it disappeared for a couple of years. Then it was removed. It wound up in San Francisco, and then it came back, and then they finally put it up at the King Cole Bar. Ooh, I don't know. I turned the sound off because I didn't want to get popped for that song, which I'm going to get popped anyway. It's too late. Turn your camera to what? To see that? Oh, I'm not going to go into the King Cole Bar. I'm not going to go into. Maybe I will. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I can't turn it horizontal, D. Once you start a stream in a orientation, YouTube does not allow you to change it. Believe me, I had no intention of doing my stream vertically. It was not my intention at all. And I set it for horizontal. Something happened in the subway, I guess, when I pulled it out. Apparently, if you pull your camera, if you change the orientation and turn on YouTube, it gets locked. I don't know how that happens. So right in the corner here is Van Cleef and Arpels. This is the Bergdorf Goodman building.
All over.
I don't know. They're doing that to all of their stores all over the world. And this is the incomparable Bergdorf Goodman and Van Cleef and Arpels, which has been here since the 20s. When they opened it, they leased it to them, and they still have the lease. Apparently, they have a very good deal with it. But this is Bergdorf Goodman, and I'll get to the windows in a minute. But for a little history on this store, which is the greatest store in New York, it's not overly done and overly dressed up, but you know, it was established in New York City in 1899 by a guy named Herman Bergdorf, and it was poised to be the first American luxury store. In 1901, his apprentice, Edwin Goodman, who was 23 years old and a tailor, came up with enough money to buy a 50% stake in the company. He eventually took over the business upon Bergdorf's retirement. This is the current and only flagship store, and it's on 58th Street. Now, across the street here, that is the Bergdorf men's store. It's a store, even Mr. North played in there live on the third floor, menswear, for Valentino, and they did a Valentino-sponsored show, which is really cool. This building was designed by Albert Bookman and Eli Kahn, and is constructed out of iron and South Dover marble. It's absolutely beautiful. It still has the 22-room mansion that was built for Mr. Goodman, and it remains unoccupied and for special guests, dignitaries, and for photo shoots. Beautiful place. Has a copper mansard roof just like the Plaza, which has turned green over time. Now I'll get to the windows. Famous Bergdorf Goodman windows. This is Ferragamo. Gotta say, they are not extremely Christmassy this year.
What are the rocks that are wood? Yes, it does.
That's Stalin.
Wait, Theo, you should see Wicked again.
I wished I never saw it at all. There's the Plaza. They never had this window open before. To look in this story, it's a new addition. I mean, there was a time when I had a charge card for this place, and I used to, when I was young and skinny, and I used to go get all my Gucci and Yves Saint Laurent stuff here. I loved this store. And Neiman Marcus, look at you, pretty donkey, your baby. Neiman Marcus bought the company and kind of turned it into a tackathon. Yeah, very Norma Desmond, right? You there, you there. Joe, Joe, Joe. Here's a very famous Paris theater, which is the only single screen, or one of the only. I don't know if the Ziegfeld's still around. I haven't been to a movie theater in ages. But the Paris is basically where art films are made, are projected. Okay, Maria Full of Grace. I'm not sure what that is. I know that there's that movie with Angelina Jolie, which looks terrible. But who knows? It's on Netflix. Maybe I'll watch it. Hear more music. I'm going to mute my sound just because Mariah Carey. Okay, Mariah has left. I guarantee if when I get off the stream tonight, I'll get popped by it though. This is the famous Sherry Netherlands, currently going under a renovation. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. I once bartended in the penthouse up there. It was called the Armstrong Apartments. And I went to get in an elevator, and Diana Ross was in there. And I just saw her, and I was like, oh, okay. And then a bodyguard pulled me out, and he goes, Miss Ross rides alone. And I'm like, okay. Miss Ross rides alone. This is the most famous hotel in New York City. That and the Waldorf Astoria. It's quite beautiful. I'll show you the front. It's gorgeous. Classic New York. It's under construction right now. I don't know why, because they refurbished the whole thing, but it is now 80% condominiums and 20% hotel. It has really changed. And I can't believe that they let these dudes here. It doesn't seem like the type of hotel that would allow those touristy rip-off trucks. This is terrible. This is what you don't do when you come to New York City, my friends. You don't get in those. This is not a New York thing. It's brand new, and they are going to rip you off. If you can get in that Maybach, get in it. Well, Brenda Lee is she's not going to pop me, right? I hope not. So then there's the Oak Room. This is the Plaza Hotel, Sharon. Very famous hotel that was bought by Donald Trump and his then wife, the late Ivana Trump, and they turned it into like a Eastern European pleasure palace. They made it really super duper like gildy and tacky. And then I believe it's owned by some Emiratis now or some kind of consortium, and what they've done is they've kind of brought it back to its Victorian splendor. But see, this is residents only because people live here now. What's the percentage of hotel versus condos now here? How much hotels left?
No, hotel is still huge. I believe they got like 400 rooms.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, we got like 150 units here.
Okay. And to live, how many units? 150?
Like 150.
Oh, that's a lot. Thank you, fellas. Merry Christmas. I don't know if his information is correct. But 150 is a lot. 400 rooms still. This building's not that big. I'm going to take you across the street and show you. And then we'll make our way to wherever you guys desire. There's the park. I'm not going in there now because it's winter and it's dark. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. So, I guess there could be 400. I'm going to check my battery, okay? So give me a second. Give me one small second. Fine. Oh my God, is this live in horizontal? Are you guys seeing this horizontally right now? Tell me if you are. You are seeing horizontal now. Oh my God. How did that happen? Wow. But it's funny is the chats are all the other way. Well, hey. Somebody's smoking a giant doobie by me. Now, if I switch it this way, does it go? Is it allowing me to switch between the two? Okay. Trump Plaza is 180 kind. Well, not Trump Plaza, Mealworm. We're talking about the plaza. It's not, he doesn't own this anymore. So it's how many? 282 hotel rooms and 180 condos? Okay. Better now, back again. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to, I was amazed if it would. I was amazed if it would. Here's the big Apple cube. Do you guys want to see that or you care? I have 50 people in the room. So 50 people, you tell me what you want and Dirky will do it for you. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it on to me. I've never, ever, ever smoked pot in my life. Never. I hate the way it smells. I mean, I just was never interested. And, it's too late to start now. Like I've always said, if I ever tried cocaine, I'm sure I would have loved it. Oh, you want to see the Apple Cube? Okay. Now, when this was invented, Sharon, when they put this here, now this was the original site of FAO Schwartz, the big thing that we talked about earlier. I'm not sure exactly what's in there now. There's a Dior store, and I forget what else. But this particular building was the GM building, General Motors building. And this was actually only built in the 60s because there was a Grand Dame hotel that rivaled the plaza facing it. And that was knocked down to build this international style. It's kind of a monstrosity, but whatever. It's indicative of 60s New York City. And so when this was kind of like, they were trying to figure out what to do with it, FAO Schwartz had left, and Steve Jobs and Apple were able to get the rights to the basements of this building. So they built the largest Apple store in the world. It's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's always open. And I've gone in here a million times at 2 o'clock in the morning. Something broke. I had to fix it, whatever. And Apple was not the money juggernaut that it is now. Obviously, they were on their way to that. So what he did was he put his own money up to build this cube. Now, this is about the third or fourth cube. His original one was more rudimentary. This one is kind of got embedded neon. It's LED'd out. But his original one was, I believe it was 9 panes of glass on each side, and he paid for it out of his own pocket because he felt so strongly about it. It is big. The store is enormous. The store is enormous. I mean, I could take you there if you want. I don't think they'll get mad at me. I don't know what their policy is. It's Christmas time. Is the Plaza in its glory? Well, they still have that many rooms. I did not realize that. That's, that's not so terrible. What's the cube for, Sharon? It's the entranceway to the Apple Store. The Apple Store is subterranean. I'm going to take you there. I'll show you. You ready? Here we go. I don't think they'll say anything. What I want to do is I want to put this down for half a second because I need to clean. Here's a view of the thing, right? I need to clean my glasses because even though, it's just city dirt getting on everything, my glasses are all fogged up, and it's probably because it's so warm out. See, that's not better. It's nicer than the Cubitus. Yeah, the Cubitus is stupid. I'll make this a little bit less intrusive. So this is at the GM building here in New York. There's the Dior store. I'll show you what used to be FAO Schwartz. This used to be the FAO Schwartz store. Now it's going to be Montclair, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. Something fancy, right? You guys would know more than I would, right? So I have no idea at all. I would never have any idea whatsoever, So you walk down this giant spiral staircase into this giant wonderland that is the Apple Store. I would imagine my signal should be okay here. There's trees down here. Now we are in the world's largest Apple Store. Incredible, right? Man, my whole world is run by Apple. Here's their new iMacs. Aren't they cute? They're too small, though. Because I'm getting a new computer soon for doing the show, but these are too small. They're 24 inches. It's that's for your granddaughter. That won't work for me. Here's the store. Isn't it incredible? It's outrageous how they do this.
It's not their job. It's not their
Phones, MacBooks, and iPads. There's that headset that costs $1 trillion that nobody bought, the Vision Pro. I don't think anybody got it. I don't really think so. I think it was a flop. What do they have on display now? Oh, God. Order pick. Well, they've changed everything. They closed the store for a year. They redesigned it again for the umpteenth time. But wow. Oh yeah, this is the new Mac Mini, guys. Want to see how crazy this is? This is the size of my hand, and that's the new Mac Mini. It's faster than anything Apple ever put out. It's faster than that. This is a Mac Pro that costs like $4,000, and that's nowhere near as fast. This thing here is nowhere near as fast as that. And that's $5.99. And this is just a big old tower. And their cinema display, which costs $1 trillion. It's just insane how much they want for that. Look at that. Like $7,000 with an M2 Ultra chip. That's got an M2 Ultra in it. That's got an M4. This little thing destroys that little thing. That giant thing. Isn't that nuts? It's a Mac Mini. If you're a Mac person, get one of those. All right. It's the Apple Store. Just a brief little trip to the Apple Store because we're not getting anything today. Yeah, it's like we're in an ad, right? Yeah, the original Mac Mini was great. I have an iMac, and I love my iMac because it was a professional machine. But they don't make professional iMacs anymore. They just make these lifesavers that are just for girls. You know, they're just, you know, if you're into, you know, whatever you're into. Not my thing. Screen's too small. I need a pro machine. I have a big screen, so a Mac Mini will be perfect. I'll just get one of those things and call it a day. Walking up the stairs. I'm a fast walker. So in general, these are kids. There you go. iCloud crap, you own nothing and you be happy. I know. It's true. I back up everything I have locally. I am not a... I have the cloud, I use the cloud, but it's just as a... You know, my life burns to the ground. I'm so glad you enjoyed that, Sharon. My pleasure. I mean, it's funny to walk into a store, but I don't know. Like I told you, there's a woman who does a live stream and she hangs clothes. You know? They're turning, they're going straight. Make up your mind. You don't know what you're doing. It is open 24/7, 365 days a week. The store does not close for any reason. Here's the Bergdorf Goodman men's store. I don't think I showed you guys that, right? I was on the other side of the boulevard. It's a great store. Now, back in the day, this whole entryway was Acqua di Parma, and all the men's fragrances were here. Now it's bags and leather goods. Famous things for travel, which is nice. But I loved when you walked in the door, you'd immediately smell Colonia by Acqua di Parma, which I still love. I'll always love Acqua di Parma. It's a classic. Yeah, I do. I have 8 terabytes of storage, power. I have my machine backed up to a backup. Both of them. One of them's an HDD and one of them's an SSD. And I also have everything in the cloud because I learned my lesson over years and years and years of all that stuff. So I'm triple backed up. Two real ones and one, hypothetical one. So now Louis Vuitton, while this is under construction. They're using the old Nike Town, which closed down a couple of years ago. This was Nike Town, and now it's the current Louis Vuitton store, just while they get their act together. It's a great looking store.
It's so like
That used to be Nike Town. Crazy, right? Okay, let's see. Put this down where it belongs. That music, it would be great if I got popped for that song. It just sounds like that beat. I can't take that beat. Oh, I gotta mute this because I'm afraid of it. Good thing, because after J-Lo, it was more Mariah Carey. I should have said to the Tiffany and Company guy that I bet you like Jay-Z and his wife being the spokespeople. True love. I never understood that, those two. You know, his reputation's a philanderer. You know, I had never felt sorry for her until then. I was like, no. And now he's got a lot of grief. I don't know how true any of that is, and it's none of my business, but I hope it's not, because that would be really bad. Don't they have 2 kids? It's all about the kids. Rufus says, my daily is acqua di Parma blu Mediterraneo, merto di Panarea. Yeah, I wore acqua di Parma. The first thing I went after M7 disappeared from the earth, I got, sorry, buddy, Acqua di Parma Oud, and I loved it, and I wore it for years. And then they reformulated it, and all of a sudden it was powdery. And I was like, you guys know me and my fragrances. I don't want any powder. No powder. So I don't know why, because Acqua di Parma generally doesn't have a powdery vibe to it at all. Its dry down is never powdery. So yeah, I do love Blue Mediterraneo. It's gorgeous. I've got Colonia, the classic. Somebody gave me a lavender one, I don't know, 20 years ago. And you know what I did with it? I sprayed it on the sheets. It's a lovely sheet spray. Imagine walking around New York and I'm in my pajama bottoms and a wife beater. Isn't technology great? Send us a picture, Ray Ray. It'll last longer. How did my hair get so sloppy? Now, if I'm going to attempt this, I don't want to look like a slob. I'm dressed nicely, though. But it's just like, I don't feel so nice. I don't feel so nice. Now I don't have the Fu Manchu anymore, and Happy Meal's not in love with me anymore. We broke up, I think. He didn't call me a bitch or anything. He just called me, what did he call me? The serpent. The serpent? No, the lizard. Oh, I don't want to be a lizard. Well, it is better to have known love and lost than to have never loved at all. I guess I just don't look. That guy's got the greatest mustache I ever saw in my life. Incredible. Okay, I'm gonna keep this down. Keep it looking very cool. So everybody chillax. All right. So much. And I'm going to the King Cole bar. I'm going to try it. St. Regis, hold on. Okay, I'm going to attempt this. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for the hotel thing, but I hope not. Hope not. Very busy tonight. Oh, big old line for the King Cole. I'll show you the Max line for the King Cole bar. Here's the Maxfield Parish. It's a beautiful bar. But as you can see, a line. That's the mural, my dearest Daniel. So I'm going to exit here, and I will go get a drink somewhere else. Anybody know where I should go? I mean, I know that they've got Duke Crew by the glass here. I was looking forward to that. Scusi, perdone, grazie mille. Ciao. Grazie.
What's that?
I always do that. There's Vivian Westwood. When I think, Americans are like just clouding up the whole thing, I just go, scusi, per favore, pardone. Okay, as per the bartender, he farted, and all those around them had to put up with the smell. Therefore, look at his face and those around him. If you get harassed by anyone, tell them you are a First Amendment auditor. That's the story. Oh, that's hilarious. Panel Power, thank you. 10 euros. Thank you so much. Yeah, because I'll have a drink. We'll have a drink together, Christmas drink together, and then I'll say goodnight. Because we didn't really do Speedy Tuesday, so what I'll do is we'll do Grow Watch Wednesday / Speedy Tuesday tomorrow. Is Bang & Olufsen. I mean, who would buy these TVs? I mean, it's cool looking. I know it follows you around the room. It's kind of its shtick. Grand Seiko. Hey, Grand Seiko. Mr. Benedetti, where are you? Where are you? Why do you leave me? Moonraker grows. I don't know the words. Da, 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 da. It's a great song, though. But what a love. I love that song. Do, 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 where are you? The king is the king, yeah. One of these days, well, it's Christmas, so how the hell am I going to get in there? What was I thinking? It's so beautiful right now, like you would think. Everybody, everybody,
I'm talking about they just
everybody,
run right into it.
everybody. Because like this.
What are you streaming?
I'm streaming.
Oh, where you from?
I'm from New York.
New York?
I'm showing all my friends.
Oh, well, let me tell them I'm from Georgia.
Hi, from Georgia.
I'm from Georgia.
Hi, gals.
They just run
Hello,
into
good to
you
see
here.
you. Hey. Yeah, just I have a group of people. They're from all over the place.
Okay.
And I'm just showed them Christmas in New York.
Nice.
So you enjoy your Christmas in New York.
We
Are you here
are.
for the whole thing?
No, we've been here for a few days. We leave tomorrow.
Oh, okay. We just tried to go into the King Cole bar, and it was just Tiffany, Amber, and Bethany wouldn't let us in.
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
You too. Have fun. How adorable were they? You see that guy's hair? It was fierce. B&O are gorgeous. I had them, I have them somewhere. So, like, my desk in my studio has a gigantic keyboard flight case that I used to tour with. Because in Hitman, I played piano on a bunch of songs. So I used to tour with this 88 key keyboard, and which I don't have anymore. And but I have this flight case, and my B&Os fell behind the desk behind that case. That case has not moved in 20 years, and I have those. I have those Bang & Olufsen headphones. Remember those ones that kind of swiveled into your ear? Look at this. This is like, I need a haircut so bad. Wow. Have to watch Die Hard after this. Because it's a Christmas movie now, right? I want an afro. I know. It's very sexy look. It's a great look. Well, first of all, did you see how beautiful? Absolutely outrageous. That boy could be a model. Part-time model. Guys, anybody watch Flight of the Conchords? You happen to be the most beautiful girl in the room. You could be a part-time model if you keep your day job. Then he gets here as $4.99 for the trip back home. Aw, thank you, buddy. Mr. Nobody, sorry, but Happy didn't call you the lizard. Someone else said the dragon is now a lizard. Is now a crying lizard. Oh, no, he did. I watched it last night. He did. He doesn't love me. He broke up with me. He said, what do we call him now, the lizard? I was like, oh, I don't want to be a lizard. 20th Century Boy, you just walked by U-boat watches, did I? Shit. Where are they? Yeah, those are cool. I don't want to walk past something you want to see. What the hell was it? Well, like 2 blocks back? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I know U-boat. Oh, yeah, I featured them on the show a bunch of times. It's very cool. Very cool. We can all agree to disagree. And, I got it out of my system and, blah, blah, blah. I want to be happy, and I want everybody else to be happy. I don't like people fighting, and I don't like any stuff. And I definitely don't want to be a reptile. I loved Business Time. Oh my God, Business Time. I saw them live, Jocelyn. Paul took me for my birthday a couple of years ago at Forest Hills Tennis Stadium. I should say, Forest Hills Tennis Stadium. And they were incredible. And they played new stuff. And I was like, oh no, new stuff. And it was amazing. But they did all the best ones, like In the Year 2000. I mean, so many great songs. Pound Power says, a former tenant of mine brought in a Roland Juno. DJ Mech is his name. Scratch World Champion. I'll send a photo. Oh, that's cool. I never had a Juno. I've had a DSS-1. I was a Korg guy. I had a lot of Korgs. I had the DSS-1. I had a Yamaha DX-7. I had a Korg 01W. And then I went into controllers and everything was a sample, you know? I'm trying to think of what's a good place to go around here. I'm on East 52nd Street. What's a good place to go for, just for one? Just for one. Just for one. What is it, 826? Okay. I still have a Cork M3. Oh, I'm sorry, I had an M1 too. I totally forgot about my M1. Oh my God, I loved those. On the first Hitman album, the album starts out with a patch called 001 Bee Sting. And that was on was that on a DSS1 or was it an M1? The M1 came after the DSS1, I think. Like, right after it. But it goes bzzz. You know, because we were all Rush freaks and we probably thought we were doing 2112. Raphael, hey Dirk from Texas. Oh my God, New York looks so cool. Hey, welcome, Raphael. How are you, buddy? Yeah, we went and did Rockefeller Center, the Christmas tree. Here's the back of, this is where the priests live. Oh, sorry. Hold on. That's where the priests live. This is the back of the beautiful St. Patrick's Cathedral. See, I don't want to go back there because the signal is so shite. Here's the Palace Hotel. This is a great hotel. My friends got married here, and then one of my friends who got married here, they got married in 2016. I had just come back from Croatia, and we went to their wedding, and it was incredible. I mean, it was one of the best weddings I've ever been to. That and Dana and Emmett's wedding was incredible. And, you know, a bunch of family weddings. But this was just super uber swank. And 2 years later, Kevin died. And, like, he was just fine. Wasn't feeling good. Next thing you know, he went to a doctor. They said, you have cancer. And he was dead. Is there drinks here? What's going on here? Holiday cheer and sweet treats. Oh my God, how cute is this? Oh my God, I'm going to do this. Want me to do this, guys? I saw Sisters of Mercy in Dublin last year and drank vodka with the man himself. Oh, wow. Here's the O'Grady's. How fun is this? Well, let's see what the menu is. Is there anything I would want here? French 75, 25 bucks. Yeah, baby. Woo, child. Wine. Tonic in a French 75. Oh, there's a different version. Oh, and Veuve Clicquot. That sounds a bit much. Champagne in the back, head down in my lap. That's very, very insanely pricey. Oh, sorry, buddy. I apologize. Yeah, that was just a little too much. Because it wasn't like fun and there was no place to set the camera down. So, next choice. Next choice. It's beautiful out though. I mean, it couldn't be more gorgeous out. It's extraordinary. Like there's got to be something fun here. It's outside. Mike Callan, who made your coat? It's it's funny. I have two of these things, two gray coats. This one is Corneliani, which is like not such a super famous Italian brand, but I've had it for like 22 years, And it's funny because I have an H&M one that looks a lot like this, but it's a lot thinner. But when I grab them, I never know which one I'm grabbing. The Corneliani is much higher quality. It's beautiful. And I got that like 21 years ago. But this guy, pay no attention to people on the street. I'm drinking a nice Chianti. Oh, Familia Castellani. Sam Elliott's mustache is #1. Oh, yeah. God, sorry. Wearable ones. Tom Selleck and Sam Elliott, sure. Like, once people start waxing them and, looking like Zero Mostel or, who's the artist? Oh, God. Brain power leaving me. The famous guy. Help me. Paul would kill me for not remembering this guy's name. The famous artist with the mustache. Have you been... Dali, thank you. Salvador Dali. Have you been to Chris North's jazz bar? It's not... I don't know it to be a jazz bar. I've been there many times. And I actually have a friend who works there. Both locations, the new one and the most recent one. I've only been there for rock and roll. So, do they do jazz also? I didn't know. But I've been there, yeah, a couple times. Oh my God, that woman's perfume. Is she wearing... Oh wow, what is that? Is that her? That smells like... No, it can't be. It smells like Shalimar. She's too young to know Shalimar. I love Shalimar. Are you an Alan Parsons fan? Sure. 44 East 32nd Street, Sharon. Overrated painting. Oh, yeah. I do like Dali's Crucifixion a lot. I do like that. Listen, that modern abstractism stuff, he did some Cubist things, even Picasso was a super realism painter, a fine painter, and he just decided not to do that. That guy could paint something that looked exactly like a photograph. It's incredible. So, are you asking me to go to 44 East 32nd Street? Oh, that's where the cutting room is. If you think he is overrated, then you need to check out more of his work. Yeah, I agree. Paul loves Salvador Dali, and I live with an artist, so listen, I don't ever claim to be an expert other than what I like and I don't like. And I'm a repressed Catholic older boy, and I love. Oh wow! Come on! Wow! Why is the Waldorf all boarded up? I thought it reopened. That's the Waldorf Astoria, and that is closed. Wow. It looks like it's a gut renovation. It's owned by some foreign consortium. This was owned by the Paris Hilton's family. Even the tower is closed. How did they get everybody out of there? People actually lived there. Your parents were married there. There's a bar at St. Bartholomew's, right? Should I go there? And I got to plug in anyway, because what am I on here? 2.5 hours? So what time? I started at 6, 7, 8, 2.5 hours. Inside. They're not serving drinks over there? Yeah, I came far down. I didn't realize it. Wow. St. Bart's. Inside the park. I don't want to go inside. It's beautiful out. And I don't want to go to Chipotle either. All right. Oh boy. I guess I'll go over to, let me do something real quick. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Oh yeah, I can't. Anyway, that's the Helmsley building and the former Pan Am building, now known as the MetLife building. It was built for Pan American World Airways, I believe in 1958 and 59. Had an operating helipad, so you could actually take a helicopter from the top of that building to Idlewild and then John F. Kennedy International Airport to catch your flight. And the building in red and green, so beautifully lit, is the former, well, it's currently the Helmsley building, I'm sure. Leona Helmsley, who presided over, she was called the Queen of Mean. But, you know, she's just a strong woman. I never met her, so, you know, people hated her. But she left her entire fortune to her dog, which was billions of dollars. How hilarious is that? She just said, I hate people. She left everything to her dog. I love a place where you can drink and go to church. Oh, they're reconstructing, huh? Okay. Now, I thought that they did that, Daniel. I thought that they already gutted the crap out of it and reopened it. I'm so shocked at that. Crazy town. It looks like everything's under control. It's so quiet here, which is nice. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk you guys. Oh, this is that new building. Oh my God, it's so ugly. Oh my God, it's so ugly. Oh, is their dog's name Trouble? Hilarious, JB. Thanks. This is, I think this is some financial, not Smith, Morgan Stanley, I believe it is. And it is one of the ugliest things you've ever seen in your life. It's super fucking ugly. And it is bigger than One World Trade Center. It's going to completely dwarf the skyline. It's going to make everything around it look like a tiny pencil. Funny. Okay. Okay, I'll go this way. Oh, can't make it. I think I just got cruised on the streets of New York. I don't know if I just don't notice that or I just don't notice it ever. Or it just doesn't happen, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that just happened. And if you don't know what that is, you should look it up. It should be flattered if it happens. I don't even have my Fu Manchu anymore. It's fine. Pan Am, the origin of the GMT, that's for sure. Meanwhile, you know, I used to say to my dad all the time, how come you don't have any nice watches? He goes, American Airlines didn't care about watches. So true. They just didn't care. So now I know 2.5 hours is about when my phone needs to be nourished, which is fine. But I'm going to take you through the Helmsley building. It's very cool. It's a tunnel that leads you right to Grand Central Terminal. Listen, I know I'm down on my town, but it has so many beautiful things, and it's such a wonderful place for people to visit. It is insanely expensive, but we're all so used to it, and that's why, like, I can't wait to live somewhere else where, you know, 90% of the money I make doesn't go to everything. Like a glass of wine shouldn't be $32. It's just so wrong. And like everything else, they do it because they can. Why real estate is just so expensive? Because supply and demand. It's hard to get an apartment. People who have a lot of money get to buy it all, so the prices jump. Bobby Van's Steakhouse. I love steakhouses. I don't eat steak, but I love steakhouses. Because I love all the stuff. The wine. The veggie sides. Bobby Van's is very cool. And they just recently reopened. They've been here since 1969. Look at this, the Leia Wine Bar. I don't know about this place. No, they don't. They should have seating outside. What I should be doing right now is grabbing my wire and plugging it in. Morton's is not great, Sharon. It isn't. It's kind of the McDonald's of steakhouses. It's nothing great. It's really nothing great. Really and truly. I swear to you, really and truly. Well, it looks like everything is all packed up here. Nobody's got a great outdoor place to drink. What a shame. What an absolute sin. Well, if the weather remains to be good, maybe I'll be able to do another one of these sometime within the next couple of days, and I hope I can. But I'm about to enter Grand Central, and then I'll just say goodnight because it looks like the gods are just saying it's not going to happen. I know. Morton's is not great. I mean, listen, I'm not a steak person, so please ask a steak lover. Please ask somebody who has the experience. If you're going there for steak, I go to steakhouses to be with the people who want to go, and I go because of the wine list and because of the quality of their mashed potatoes and carrots. Sparks is amazing. Sparks is amazing, and the one with all the pipes on the walls. I can never remember the name of that place. They have the best carrots I've ever had in my life. Outrageous. It's on like 38th Street in Manhattan. Yeah, Morton's is a chain. It's a big, big chain. It's a shame about that. The Mark. I'll write that down. Yeah, thanks. Oh, the mom's hometown and practically mine. I grew up half a mile from the George Washington Bridge on the other side of the river. Mom lived on Riverside Drive overlooking New Jersey and then moved after getting married. Oh, yeah. I don't think I told you this, Joe Farrow, but my dad grew up on Riverside Drive, actually in Morningside Heights. His parents were from Ireland, and I don't know if his mother was cleaning houses or doing some Irish lady thing, but my dad lived on Riverside Drive for a while, so I wonder if the little Farrows knew the Kennedys. You never know. Mr. Nobody. If you can make it there, you'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Come on, come through. The Liza version, do. New York, New York. There's the Yale Club. Amazing. It's a nice, dodgy club if you want to have something. But everything's that now. There's no delineation anymore between good places, bad places, expensive places. Everything's expensive. I mean, that little crappy outside of the fancy hotel, ramshackle makeshift bar, they wanted $26 was the cheapest glass of wine. If I was all dressed up and on vacation, yeah, maybe I'd go, all right, F it. This is cool, huh? Wow, this is new. It's kind of Aero-Saturn-y looking. Kind of TWA hotel looking. I'm going to take you guys to the TWA hotel. That's at John F. Kennedy International Airport, and it used to be the TWA International Terminal at Kennedy Airport. Then Idlewild. It would still be called Idlewild had he not been assassinated. But yeah. Keepsake, Keynes, that's the one. That's the one. Keen's is the best one I've ever been to. It's the best potatoes I've ever seen. Bergdorf's. That's where Liza. She doesn't shop there. That's where she shoplifts. Remember that in Arthur? She stole a tie, right? Hey, JC. Evening. Evening. I'm just wrapping up my. Don't sing that. That's an instrumental. Hey, Jude. Here we go. Hold on. Hand flute. Na 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 na. Okay, here we go, kids. Thanks, buddy. Nobody behind me? Is Cipriani Dolce. This is Grand Central, kids. Looking beautiful for Christmas. You're a hooker? I thought I was just doing great with you. What do you mean you're a hooker? A hooker? This is great. Yeah, it's packed in there. I was going to say, if it wasn't packed, this was my Hail Mary. I was going to grab a drink at the Cipriani Dolce, but it's gone. Guys, it's the perfect place to say goodnight. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'll turn the camera around because I'm at Grand Central. I'll wait for these nice folks to pass by and just say thanks so much for a lovely stream. I hope you enjoyed the tour of my New York City for the Christmas season. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Regular bat time, 5 o'clock. Same bash time, same bash channel. You guys are the best. Thanks so much. And what a beautiful, beautiful night. And thanks for all the super chats and all the kindness and all you guys. I'll see you guys all later, okay? Until then, Lizard out.